to 6-Yard Box. Welcome to 6-Yard Box. This is the hot presser Antonio Conte sit down. This is a reaction to the press conference for the Tottenham manager. The game against Brentford. I was going to say 1-4 there. And we're going to be looking at what the manager's been saying. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let me share the screen. Make sure you subscribe to the channel 6-Yard Box. And let's get into it. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's listen to what Mr. Conte had to say.
Because the injury is serious, and I think take time. Surely in next year. To check the injury week by week, but it will be serious. Now he's trying to recover, but it's a long time. That needs time. It's time to recover. It's a pity because you know that there is an important player for us. That the injury is very serious.
Next year? Do you mean next season or?
No, next year. January. Has finished to play for this month, and we have to wait to recover well. But the injuries are serious.
Were embarrassed, they were angry, but
the question was the first question to him was they asked him about Romero. I think we all know that Romero's injury was serious. When I didn't watch the game that he got injured in, but you can tell from all the reports that it was serious. And they asked him about Romero, and he was saying basically that the injury is really serious. They got to wait for him to recover. Time span will be maybe next year, January, February for him, which is a big injury for Tottenham, man. That's a big blow for Tottenham. And, we know the problems we have in the center of defense. Is one of the best center of defense, center back we have in the team. And we're going to miss him. And basically, Tottenham are relying on defenders that they've not been good in the past. And we just have to rely on them till Romero comes back. But, our season is based on this period now, basically for me, man, because if we don't get enough points to be able to be in the mix for the top 4 or top 5 or top 6, then we're just going to be around about 10, 11 or 8 or 10, 11, 12 or whatever. So I hope these players will prove me wrong, but for me, I'm not banking on these players, the center back positions at Tottenham. I'm not really relying. I can't hang your hat on them basically. And you just have to pray that they prove me wrong. So that's on Romero. Let's continue listening to the press conference.
Last Thursday against Slovenia, they were hoping to see a reaction on Sunday against Burnley. That match was postponed, obviously. Will they see a reaction tomorrow night? Are the players embarrassed and angry as well?
Yeah, but we are very, very angry. And the performance was good. It wasn't a good game for us. And now I think we need to move on. have a game tomorrow against Brentford. We know that Brentford is a good team. We have to be well organized because we are well organized. They play together for many years. They have a good coach, young coach, but they have no coach. And this season we need a good performance. And also to face this game, we prepared under is very tactically.
Yeah, they were asking him about the performance about the last game Tottenham played. That's about a week ago against Mura, and basically he just said the players, this is a different game, and the players want to perform, they want to show, they want to respond to what happened against Mura, and that's expected. That's what I expected him to say. Anyway, the two different teams that played the games, and it's very difficult sometimes when when you're a sub and you're coming into play, and especially when you have 11 subs coming into play in a game, and even that though, you still expected them to beat Mura. That game was really, really, sums up the problem to Tottenham. That is like someone some of the people, the players not playing regularly. They I don't know what they're doing when they're not playing. I don't know if they keep their mind focused, they get ready, sharpness and everything. But it's the same players making the same mistakes, and you can't be putting the same players in a game and then expecting a different result every time. So it's the same players making the same mistake, and that's the problem. The players can have all the determination, they can say all the right words. At the end of the day, they are not good enough. They ain't good enough. So. And he's just saying he's looking for hopefully the players will be a different guy. And he was saying about Brentford, that Brentford is a good team, they got a good manager, and that it's going to be a tough game.
First half against Leeds, great. I know you won the game in the end, and then obviously you had. It's a bigger job. When you came when you lost, it's a bigger job, and how much?
But now I think January is very far, and we have to be concentrated in this month. This month we play many games, and we need to move the table and to get points. For us, it's very, very important to stay close to the teams that stay ahead of us. But January is very far. I'm totally focused on the team to get the best out of the players. Also to make the right combinations on the whole squad. Then we'll see what happens. Now we have to play many games, and I need of all players. I count on players. I trust these players, and we are working well. I know that it's not easy.
I'm laughing, man.
But with time,
I was laughing. It was funny. When you say they trust the players, man, you trust some of the players. I was thinking, nah, bro, no, Antonio, you don't trust someone of the players. I know you're gonna say the right thing. The manager's gonna say he's gonna say that now because he needs the players now. He's gonna say he trusts all the players, but it's very difficult to come in and make changes mid-season with their own ideas, especially with a team, a squad that's not really, they've been doing it, these players, they've been doing the squad, some members of the squad, some players in the squad. I don't want to name names, everybody know who they are. They've been with different managers and they've not been performing. So he's going to say that because we can't get rid of them now because of course, transfer window, long way to go. And basically he was saying, January, we got to play a lot of games in December to get to January. And he's just saying the right words, saying he needs the squad. But, you can see from when he was saying it, that, it looks like he wanted to throw up when he said that trust the players. But, let's go on. But I get you, Antonio. I get you.
Hi, Antonio. I hope you're well. As we approach the busy Christmas period, what do you demand and what do you expect from the squad?
This adverts, man. Go get rid of this adverts, man. Come on. Yeah, these adverts, man.
My expectation are to improve in every single aspect. Now, after 4 weeks, with many players, before that, with the national the players that national team got to the but I think after 4 weeks, my expectation and my demand to see what we are doing during the demonstration, what we are doing every day at the training ground. Yeah, I hope to see this improvement. That this team will improve a lot. We need time to continue to work. We are working well, but we are also at one point that I can see.
You have very high standards.
Yeah, the question from was about where does he? What was the question again? I think I missed the question, but it's the same. It's the same tone. It's the same tone to the question in terms of the question she asked about where does he think the team will be? Where does he expect the team to be very soon? I think I'll take it back a little bit because I think I must have lost because the questions is all the same tone. Most of the questions. It's the same tone to most of the questions. Let's take it back.
Philosophy, yeah, but
yeah, so the question was, as the players coping, how does he expect the team to be? And basically, where does he expect them to be? And he was saying basically that because he coming during the season, it's the same questions, just in a different wordings. And he was saying things like he's seen improvements in some of the players in the team, and they need to get close to the teams at the top. And he hopes to see these improvements tomorrow. Okay, let's go.
Hi, Antonio. I hope you're well. As we approach the busy Christmas period, what do you demand and what do you expect from the squad?
My expectation are to improve.
Yeah, that was
with many players, with the national, with the players that 2 weeks. But I think after 4 weeks, my expectation and my demand to see what we are doing session what we are doing every day at the training ground. Yeah, I hope to see this improvement. That this team will improve a lot. We need time to continue to work. We are working well, but now we are also at one point that I can see huge coming.
You have very high standards.
At the moment, my only thoughts are about get the best out of my players. In this moment, my mind is on. I have found a group of players improve. They want to improve even. They should be even to fight the first time. But to know that in this moment is not so high, I think that is honest. But in one hand, in the other hand, I think can give us more desire, more will to work and to improve ourselves. To try in this season to be competitive or at least fight or to look tough, not medium or down.
Yeah, they asked him the question about his expectations, that he's got high standards, and it was the same tone to the questions, man. The pressure was very difficult asking questions. So he was saying he's got high standard. They said he's got high standard. When does he expect the players to get to his standard that he sets? And he said to him that he understands, he's patient, that he hopes that the players will keep fighting, keep improving. And he's not worried about them getting to the standards that he set. He knows that it's difficult. At the moment, he just want to see steps of improvements, little improvements. And he said that he hopes that the team will fight with the teams at the top, and the team will start looking up, not mid-table or looking down. That's what he said. So it's just the same tone to all the questions that's been asked so far.
He's a player that's had a lot of injuries during his time at Tottenham. I just asked kind of what the latest is with him, what the actual injury is, and get the best out of the player that's start with injuries.
Giovanni Lo Celso as a man of the injury to the national team. But it was a pity. But Giovanni, the situation of Giovanni is much better. My expectation to see him the day after we play against Brentford. He started to work. On the pitch. For sure, and Giovanni is another player that try to exploit, him. And he's a good player. Now I want to work with him.
Coming through the wilderness.
Yeah, so he was asked about Giovanni Lo Celso in terms of his injuries. What's up with him? Where he's? What's the problem with him? And he basically said he got injured. He's one of the players that I really wanted to see just having a full season. It's the same thing like Romero, no, sorry, like Lamela. I think Lo has that thing whereby he can unlock defenses and he could play that Christian Eriksen role where he gets on the ball and unlocks defenses. And I think he can do it. And I remember that game against Liverpool under Mourinho away at Anfield where he put that pass in for, I can't remember who he put it in for. I think it was for Son or something for the first goal. I can't remember which goal it was. So I think Romero, Lo Celso is that player that we need need him to be fit, and the manager would love him to be fit as well. Yeah, he had a good game against when he came on against Everton. He hit the post in his last game before the international. So I think these internationals are a bit of a nightmare for Tottenham because every time player goes on international, he seems to be getting one problem or the other, injuries and stuff. So he's the one that you just think can just get fit, at least play majority of the season. And he's just been stop and start with Romero and with Lo Celso, and that's what the manager, that's what the Conte is saying as well. I think he brings that creativity into Tottenham because sometimes when Tottenham play, we lack that player that can get creative. I think Oiber does it sometimes. And I think we definitely need more Romero to play more games.
No, honestly, when I decided to come to become a manager, I didn't speak about this aspect. Also because I think that when you take a job, you have to make your evaluation. You have to feed your sensation. And honestly, I felt that Tottenham was the right club to work and to bring my idea of football, my philosophy. And for this reason, I accepted the job, but I didn't talk about generally about the way to improve. And I repeat, I'm here because great enthusiasm. We have great passion to start a new work with Tottenham. If I'm here because I want to do something, I know that in this moment, we are a bit far from Tottenham, but we need to work and to start to also to create a good basis, no? Where you start and then you build. We can do this, and our fans they support us because for sure the moment is not simple, but I have great enthusiasm, great passion, and I believe that we can do something. We need a bit of time, we need a bit of patience, but I have a great great style to do something great.
Yeah, they asked him a question, and I think he explained a lot more than they asked him about. The question was they asked him that Tottenham fans should they expect the signings in January, and he's still walking away from that. He didn't want to really say much on that. He kept saying that if he got a new job, he came to Tottenham because he believed there's a project there that he wanted to do something special at Tottenham, and that's something that every Tottenham fan should hold on to, because when he said that, that means a lot. Whether he can actually do it is a different thing, but from what he said there, it shows a lot of desire from him to do something special at Tottenham. And basically what he was saying is that he's not really concentrating on bringing players in yet. He wants to build a big base of just working with the players that he has at his disposal. He wants, and looking at the squad and trying to improve the squad just by working on the pitch and training. He's not had a good time to train with the players. And for me, I think we'll see the best of this manager once he has a pre-season with his squad. I think that's what, hopefully Tottenham we can get, I don't know, Europa League or even better, get Champions League this season. But for me, I think we'll see the best of the squad and the manager after a pre-season, because I think this manager will set up his ideas, gets his ideas across better in the pre-season with his own players that he signed. I expected them to sign 1 or 2 players in January, definitely 1 player in January. I definitely expected. Now I'll be surprised if we don't bring in a player in January. But that's what he's saying. He's just saying basically, I need time, and it's gonna that the fans should understand that it's gonna be time. We need time to work with this team, and hopefully we can build from a very solid base. That's what he's saying. But the thing that I took out from there for me is that he said he came to Tottenham because he wanted to make a big statement at Tottenham, and that's good news for all Tottenham fans.
Yeah, but we are talking about a player that has important skills, and it was a pity. It was a pity for me, but not for the national team, because he scored, qualified for Holland. Yeah, but. I would have liked to have him to work with him, to know him much better. But for sure, he has great quality, and he's good. He's fast, he's beat the man, also to score. And now we are working. Now also about him. Strikers, and I play truly is a player that is not sport, but now tomorrow is ready, available. Yes, Miura problem. Should play, but tomorrow is available Israel.
Yeah, so that's the end of the press conference. Now, the last question was about Steven Bergwijn. There's been reports in the papers that he wants to go on loan to Ajax in January, but the manager is just saying, yeah, that he's a very good player, one on V1. And I think, I think Stevie is somebody that, is very interesting player. I think he needs to trust himself a little bit more when he goes one-on-one and gets in the box. He needs to try and get more goals, but he's not been playing regularly. I see him as a wing back. Maybe that's what Conte is talking about, that you could convert him to a wing back. On my PlayStation, on FIFA, I play him as a wing back, and it's great. He's incredible. So I'm just giving Antonio Conte some hints there. So, but the manager, he has not seen his players play, every single player. He just been concentrating on getting results, and that's the problem when you come into a team in mid-season. You just want to get results and get wins on the board, and it's something that is he's going to have to look in terms of Bogwan. I wouldn't want him to go on loan if you're not going to get somebody to replace him. But if he wants to go on loan to get more football, I can't knock any player for trying to go on loan actually to go and play some football. But he's a player that we need 1v1. He needs to trust himself, though. He should do what he's good at, take on people, try and finish as well, shoot, even if it goes into row Z every time you get into that position, scoring position. He should believe in himself that he should score a lot more goals, and he will definitely come through. And basically Conte was just saying, yeah, we need him, I count on him as well. I'm yet to have a look at him, and hopefully he might play against Brentford tomorrow. That's the end of the alt presser Antonio Conte sit down. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. All my subscribers, I love you all. Really appreciate it. 50 subscribers now. Really appreciate it. Appreciate every single one of you. And if you're watching this for the first time, please smash the like, comment, let me know what you think about press conference as well. If you're a Tottenham fan, if you're not a Tottenham fan, let me know what you think as well. And hopefully, look to see everybody next time. Watch out for all our content. We got watch alongs as well. Watch alongs. Thank you very much. Stay safe. God bless, and I'll see you next time.